BlogTalkRadio, the world's largest online radio network.
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you happen to be here in this beautiful world. This is Max Ryan, and welcome to the Magic of Life Radio. I'm so glad that you are going to take some time to hang out with me and my very special guest today. My very special guest today is the amazing pioneer of mediumship, really, in this country. I consider him a great inspiration and just an amazing person all the way around, and his name is James Van Praagh. He will be joining us after our first break, so I hope that if you would like to call in and he's going to be doing some mini readings, so there's two numbers you can call in at, which is 1-646-200-3448, or 1-877-572-4270. Once again, those numbers are 646-200-3448 or 1-877-572-4270. So call in those numbers, and later in the show, James is going to be doing some incredible mini readings. So I would jump on that if I was you. So once again, welcome to the show. And if you're not familiar with me and what I do, I am an intuitive life coach, and I'm a spiritual teacher. And I'm here in New York City, actually. And what I do is I really help people to feel spirit in their life, and to follow spirit, and to follow their inner guidance. You know, their inner compass that's already there. And that's my passion. My passion is life, to work with many different what I call magical tools to help people in that way. And so if you're interested in what I do, you can go to www.themagicoflifecoach.com, and then I have a specialized website called www.angelshearus.com, because I work very closely with the angelic realm to help me in my life and also to help others in their lives. So if you're interested in that, please check out what I'm doing. And I wanted to tell you one of the things that I feel very, very strongly about on our path, our spiritual path of connecting with the divine, is meditation. And meditation sometimes can have, it can be like a dirty word sometimes, and sometimes people are not educated enough to understand that sometimes meditation is not sitting down and going Om. Sometimes meditation is just being in the moment, in the flow, where all your other thoughts, all your worries about the future or the past just go away, and you are in the moment. This happens, when you're doing something you really love, when you're caught up in that flow of the moment, when you are doing sports, when you are, doing artwork, when you're gardening. Many things like that, you get into a kind of meditative state. And also what really helps, and what I do with my students and my clients a lot, is to do guided visualizations or meditations. And so since I believe that this is such a huge thing for us, to every day come back to somehow letting go of the chatter of our mind and focusing on one thing or focusing on nothing, so we can hear that impulse, so that we can feel the divine. So with that in mind, on my angelshearus.com, you can check out these new meditations that I've done for you. They are actually taken from this Creating Heaven on Earth course, this angelic guidance course that I do, and they are all around. This series is around the 4 major archangels. So each of them is about 20 minutes long, and therefore Archangel Michael, I say Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel. If you are interested in those, then go on there. They're only $8. You can get all 4 of them for a little bit of a discount. And they're on angelshearus.com. So I would like to just, emphasize that even if you don't use my meditations, use some kind of a meditation to get you on track, to get you back into feeling the divine. Just taking a deep breath and going, okay, where am I now? And what is Spirit guiding me to? What is Spirit guiding me towards? And taking those little baby steps towards that. It's a big deal. Just really a big deal in life. So that is one thing that that we're going to that I have up there. And I also work privately with clients. I do intuitive readings, so you can book an intuitive or an angel reading through my sites, and that's good. And I also am a private life coach, so you can get me exclusively. And I love working privately with people. So all of that in mind, I just encourage all of you to look inside, and not always saying, I got to look outside to find my stuff, to find what's going to make me happy. Internally, we're being guided all the time, okay? All right. So, like I said, today I'm thrilled because James Van Praagh is going to be on the show, and we are going to be able to talk to him. And if you haven't called in yet, I see that there's a lot of people calling in. He's going to be doing some mini readings. After this commercial break, I'm going to be having James come on. So I will talk to you in just a few minutes. All right. Listen to this commercial, and we will talk very, very soon.
Join VividLife, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Don Miguel Ruiz, Greg Braden, Byron Katie, Doreen Virtue, James Van Praagh, and more at Celebrate Your Life, a powerful life-changing event, November 5th to 8th in Phoenix, Arizona. For more information, please go to vividlife.me.
No problem. Hi, we are live on the show.
Oh, good. I like being alive.
I love being alive. Great to have you on the show, James.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you getting finally through to me and being on your show. Appreciate it.
I so appreciate it, too. For all the callers, there was a little bit of a craziness, and we were like, can we get James? So we got you. So
I'm in the middle of
to have
Virginia somewhere. I don't know where I am.
It's sort of like it's like Monday, am I in Peoria?
Yeah, I know I'm going to go down to Potomac and something. I don't know. Well, somewhere. Boston, who knows where I'm going to end up.
Awesome. Well, let me just tell you, James is a pioneer in the mediumship world. He really was the person that came sort of out of the shadows, quite a few years ago, before a lot of the people that we know now as being famous. And you really paved the way, James, for many people like me and others to create a pathway that is a legitimate way of helping people. And you're obviously so great because you have the show The Ghost Whisperer and all of your books. I wanted to ask you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. Thank you for that. That's very kind.
Yeah, and it is. I just wanted to
thank you for that acknowledgement. That's very sweet, because not a lot of people know that, and I really appreciate you saying that, because it is true. I was out there for one of the first people, and that took a lot of bullets for a lot of people. So, thank you.
Yeah. No, it's great, and I just really respect your work a lot, and people that follow you do respect you.
That's why we're down here to help each other, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. This is really a life of service, isn't it, James?
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. At least for me, I know that I came down to the work of service for spirit and to help elevate human consciousness to the higher levels of being, and to make them more open to love and understanding, and that's what my work is about, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. And I was going to tell you, James, I've read most of all of your books, and I picked up this Ghosts Among Us book, which I just love. Thank you for it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I found out something very interesting. You and I have something sort of in common
that
I never realized.
I bet we have a lot in common.
We do have a lot in common.
I bet we do. I bet we do.
Besides the fact that actually Shane, who runs Vivid Life, says that you and I have the same voice, which is
it's kind of strange, but I think we have very similar voices. Yeah, you're kind of freaking me out.
You're freaking me out. You're freaking me out. But you went to the Sacred Heart School, Catholic school in Bayside, Queens, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Grade school. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have taught at the Sacred Heart School, and I used to go into the Sacred Heart Church every morning that you talk about, that church where you went into. Every morning before I went into work with the kids, I always felt such a I was drawn to that church, and I would sit there and I'd be like, ooh, I feel lots of energies in this church. It was amazing.
Wow. Yeah, we have some experience. And churches carry so much energy because of not only the prayers that people send out there, the energy they send out with their thoughts and prayers, but it seems that a lot of churches are haunted, a lot of churches. And I don't know if that earthbound spirits tend to go there a lot because they want to go to the light or they want to ask repentance before they go to heaven. Maybe they're very much to the mindset of Catholicism, not religion, and that maybe they feel they have to do their penance before they pass into the light to go to heaven because they don't want to burn in hell. Who knows? But there's always a lot of earthbound spirits in churches every time I go.
It is. It's very interesting, and you talk about that in your book, and I think that's it's great for people to understand that because we do walk into churches sometimes, even if you're not an intuitive or anything, you can feel there's something different there. You can feel it, usually. Yeah,
that's exactly right. You can feel it, exactly. It's just like I always say, it's like going into a room or a building, or when you meet somebody, you get a really weird feeling about the room or the place you're in, like I don't feel the good vibe here, or you meet a person, you don't feel a good vibe from that person, or you feel a very strong connection with that person. It's the same thing. It's a visceral feeling that you have, and the more you listen to that intuition, that's like our signals, and we really do tap into that energy that's all in those places in the atmosphere, whether it's around a person or in a building or in a room. And, if we listen to it, we'll always be right with that. So it's just a matter of learning to listen to that correctly.
Yeah, because we all have that ability, right, James?
We all have the ability of, I think every single person is intuitive. Everyone has intuition. And intuition means into the soul. It's the language of the soul. And I think that can be highly developed in people. I don't think everybody is mediumistic to a point like I have been or other people where, the analogy I like to say is everybody has the ability to play the piano, but not everybody is a concert pianist. So not everybody has that highly developed. I think sometimes well-known medium, there are certain mediums who do this and who get the strong details and so forth and make the strong connections. I think they do have. I really think prior lifetimes of experience of doing this work or preparing to do this work for this lifetime. I know my own personal case. I prepared for this lifetime by doing these types of works in other lifetimes, whether it's been lifetimes working in monastic lifetimes or various religious lifetimes or various lifetimes in the psychic world or the studying various belief systems. I think I definitely prepared for this lifetime as a medium.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's true too. All that energy from other lifetimes comes into this lifetime, no matter what our form of our work is. It all affects it all. So yeah. Personally.
How do you spell your first name?
M-A-X.
M-A-X, Max. Okay. It was never anything else.
Say again.
It was never anything else.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought so. I just had a feeling it was a different name.
Ooh, you're going to call me out right now. I changed my name because
I won't.
was an actor.
Okay, I had a feeling it had something to do with. I had a feeling it had something to do with like showbiz. I don't know if it was a radio or what, but I thought you changed it for that to make it easier for people to know who you were or whatever. Good choice, Max. Good choice. But anytime I say Max now, I think of anytime I say Max, I think of Get Well Smart. So, which is probably before your time. But get smart.
No.
Well, smart.
No.
Okay.
Do you know that we're probably in the same generation. My actual name when I changed it is Maxwell. My real
there
name
you go.
is Maxwell.
Okay, good.
So,
Good. I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
No,
Good vibration.
No,
Max is a good vibration.
It is much better than my other name. My other name was Mark.
Yeah, Mark, I like Mark too, but Max has a little more life to it for you.
Yeah.
A little bit more vibe.
It fits me. That's so interesting. Yeah, so, wow, look, I got a mini reading right there, dude.
It's just the energy.
That's all. That's it. So, moving on to some other things, James, besides us, besides me, is that you are doing a lot of things. You're doing so many different things. You're going to be doing this Celebrate Your Life conference. What's that all about?
Yeah, well, in November, we do Celebrate Your Life, and that's it's a wonderful group of people, Mishka Productions, and they put on a weekend conference, and it's probably it's probably the first one ever been like this, having these types of people. Notable authors such as Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, Marianne Williamson, Doreen Virtue, myself, and Brian Weiss, and we put them together for a weekend where people can come and take classes with each of these people, and then also go to keynote speeches, go to lectures and so forth, and learn so many different types of things and so many varied types of ways of looking at life and death and how to live life, and it's just great. It's a wonderful opportunity for people to see this and to go to this. I went last year I was a keynote speaker there last year, and I went to a speaker's lecture, Sonia Charquette, who's an intuitive, and she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal. And, there are certain people that anyone will go to, whether it's reading books or it's hearing a lecture, which resonates in your soul. What they're saying, the messages that are coming from them, the words that are coming out of their mouth, it'll resonate with that person in the audience, or it won't. I found that a lot of these people that I went to hear at these lectures, most of them resonated with me. So it's a good and excellent opportunity for people to be around spiritually minded people and people questioning their own spirituality, their own pathway, who they are, this journey of self-discovery. It's a great place to go to be a part of that for a weekend.
Good. So you will be doing like a workshop there, or you'll be giving readings? What are you going to do?
Yes, Friday I'll be there, and I'll be doing a full day of workshops, teaching people how they can themselves use your intuition, how to really be in control of your intuition, how to discern between what's coming through your own intuition and what's of spirit. The spirit messages are coming through you. How do you know it's spirit messages? What signs do you look for? How do you blend your mind with that other dimension? I'm also going to be demonstrating my own the messages to people in the audience, working with them about receiving messages from their mothers and their fathers and loved ones, and then that's a whole day. And then Saturday afternoon I'll be doing a keynote speech, which is about 2 or 3 hours. I stand in front of an auditorium of probably 2,000 people.
Wow.
And I just really bring them on a collective meditation, which is really cool because I've done this now 12 years. And when you can take a whole group of 2,000 people and bring them together in a meditation and do a whole healing meditation where people see their guides and they also work together at, Max, the hardest part of my job is not talking to dead people, but it's seeing the gifts that people have and they don't see it for themselves, who they are.
Oh.
So in this meditation, I help them to start opening that veil and seeing their own gifts. And at the end of the meditation, we do this loving, I'm going to cry, this healing energy thing, this exercise, where you bring love to the person next to you. And it changes the entire room. The energy in the whole room changes. The atmosphere changes. And if we're in a rocket ship and we're taking off to another dimension, and after that meditation is when I start bringing through the guides and the loved ones with the messages for the different members of the audience. And members of the audience all over the audience, all the way in the back, all the way in the front, on the in the balcony, everywhere in the audience. So you don't have to be sitting in the front row. I've given messages to people standing on the wall in the back, the husbands that were dragged there by the wives, or whatever. Everybody gets something out of it. So it's fabulous. That's why it's my 12th or 13th year doing it. So that's November.
So beautiful.
That's in November. And then on my website, vanpraagh.com, I have a calendar of events where I do, as you mentioned before, other things are going on. I'm going to be in Connecticut next weekend, and then I'm doing Canada for three different events in Canada. And, I like to do teaching. I do a lot of teaching in Laguna Beach, California. I live there in California, and I do a 1-month spirit circle where I do just 100 people. And we do readings there for 3 hours every month. So that's all on my website, my calendar of events.
That's awesome. That's
an exciting life, Max.
Really? It really
Not
is.
really. No, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I don't know what city I'm in.
But when you follow spirit and you do what you love, and it's like it's not work. It's a lot of
No, you're right.
But it's not
You're
like
right.
work. You just
No, you're right. You know what it is? It's a fullness to life. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a fullness to life.
I love what you said about allowing people to see their own gifts, because I so resonate with that we all have so many gifts, and that's what I feel like I've been called to do, is help people. Just allow them to be like, look, you've got this.
And when you give people permission to go within and just be honest with themselves and be truthful and to see their heart, to open up their heart, to go to the inside of heart energy and to really see themselves, oh my gosh, you get rid of so much of the old patterns of thought, ways of thinking and other lifetime traumas, and you really get them to their soul essence, and they really do begin to see who they are and see their own light and see their potential. They begin to see their potential. And, the reason I wrote my last book, which is called Unfinished Business, was because I've had over 25 years of work, I've had so many spirits come through and say, if only I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have done what I did. And I said, people should die with no should-haves, would-haves, or could-haves. They should live life fully now and have the full realization while they're in the body. And that's what Unfinished Business is about. That book is about that. And that's really what I teach, or we teach, I should say we, because I'm only the instrument. But spirit, I have to figure out how to call them, because lately it's come to my attention, like there's a ring of spirit around me, of course, my guides who work with me. And I don't want to take the full, credit of this, because I'm just the instrument of it. But how, you know what I mean? So it's like trying to get through to people that they are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and that being that spiritual heritage, you can do anything because you are God, and God says yes. Our egos say no. God says yes. And when you're in a space that allows you to be free to think, to be who you are, wow, it's amazing. The freedoms and the realizations that come to you, incredible.
Amen.
Amen. Can I have an amen? Yes, amen on that one.
Amen.
And I make it very fun, Max. When I do my work, I make it very fun, as you can tell. I get a little bit on the phone. I come out dancing, so we have to dance. And people look at me oddly, or they start getting up and shaking their booty. And it's fun. It's fun. It's a wonderful way to get the energy up and to break down anyone's expectations and to take away any fear or oh, what's this all about? The belief systems they might have. So we shake it up. We have a good time. I have a good sense of humor. Make people laugh. Make people cry. Make people think. Make people change. All different types of things happen. So it's a wonderful bouquet, if you will.
Yeah. James. We are very much alike. I like you more and more and more.
Thank you. But I'm already married. Sorry.
You're silly. All right, we're going to take a little break, James, right now, and when we come back, we're going to take some callers. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are we really? Oh, okay. Well, I have to prepare myself. All right.
Are you okay with that, or should we?
I'm fine with that. I'm just going to get some water, so it's fine.
Okay. All right, we're going to play a couple of commercials, and then when we come back, then we're going to start taking calls. We'll talk to you in just a few minutes, everyone.
Inspirational Works is thrilled to announce that Byron Katie, the world-renowned best-selling author of Loving What Is and founder of The Work, is coming to Toronto for a powerful weekend workshop this coming September 24th to 26th, 2010. Katie's work has transformed the lives of millions around the world and will take you on an incredible journey of self-discovery, showing you the way to find happiness again and how to radically improve your life. Go to VividLife.me for more details.
Do they have speakerphone? No. You don't have a speakerphone.
VividLife.me, the world's ultimate life resource. VividLife is an online community of conscious-minded, visionary individuals and businesses who are interested in personal growth, spirituality, conscious living, environmental conservation and protection, and working toward being the absolute best that we can be. VividLife.me.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm great. I was trying to play. I'm acting as the technical guy too, and I was playing a couple of commercials, and they weren't going on. So we are back.
I think it's your whole electronic board, not mine.
No, this electrical energy we got going. All right. So James, are we ready to talk to a few people?
We're ready. I thought I would have a speakerphone in this hotel room, but I don't. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to hold the phone on my shoulder as I connect. So yes, let's go for our first caller and see how we can help them.
Okay, our first caller is named Linda. Linda, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
I need a little more energy from you, so you need to be happy.
I'm happy.
There you go. Say Linda one more time for me.
Linda.
Okay. No, that wasn't even no energy there, honey. Say it loud.
Linda.
There you go. Good. Linda?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your birth sign?
Virgo.
Virgo, like I am. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how can I help you, Dad? Your father that passed?
Yes, my father passed quite a few years ago.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering if he's around.
Yeah, well, let me just tune
come
into
and
you.
get Mom.
Okay, let me just get into you. Where you work with him. I get this man on your left side. Left side to me is the father's side. Right side is the mother's side. But I get very strongly here a father and mother is separated from him. I don't know why, but I don't know if she's still living or I don't know. Yeah. But I'm not sure she's not with him. But I'm definitely picking up your dad very clearly here when he comes in. When he was younger, was there brown hair with him?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to go back into my 40s with this man, early 40s, 30s, and I feel like brown hair. I feel his hair meant a lot to him when he was younger. I don't feel he had much when he was older. I feel with this man, there's something on his face, and I can't make out what it is. I'm not sure if it was a birthmark or if it was a mole or something. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Because that's what I'm seeing here. Just trying to get him clearly. He's putting his hands in his pockets like with money issues, and he pulls out his pocket pants like there's no money there. Like there's no money there. So I don't know if that means there's money issues with you right now, or he had money issues. I don't know how to interpret that. But
yes, money issues.
Was that him or you?
Him.
Him. Okay. Because that site, when you see some planet, there's no money in the pockets, and this is how he shows himself to me. Now, I don't know if you have an old tie of his from the 40s, like one of those slim ties.
No.
You don't? Okay.
No.
Because he's wearing this slim tie here. And he's coming in wearing like a jacket and a pants and a tie, and he's dressed up, and I know you would think that's very funny. Because he says you think that's very funny that I'm dressed up.
Right.
And because he wouldn't usually do that. But he said, for you, he's doing that. And he's doing that as an honor to you. Can I tell you that? I also would tell you, I don't think this man was much of a church person or a religious person per se.
No.
But yet, when he's going, he has to dress up. He's like, oh, all right, I'll dress up and go. Would that make sense to you?
Yep.
And so when he does this, like when he comes here today, it's as if he's going to church, as if he's going honored to be here. And it's so funny because I'm seeing a black and white checkered, like a, herringbone tooth jacket with a thin tie and grayish dark trousers. And the funny thing is, it looks like one of them, like it doesn't fit a little bit. It's a little short. And he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't. He never did.
He's making me see that and doesn't care about that. Now, before he passes into spirit, I must say that this man is a very happy man in that he's happy within himself. I feel that he could be shy at certain people, at certain ways. I feel like, let's say reserved. He's corrected me, reserved. And I do feel, though, when he wanted to let himself out loose, he could. But it has to be with special people. You understand?
Right. Yep.
I want to say the name Jim for someone. Jimmy or Jim. Would you know that name?
Not right now, but...
Not right. James, Jimmy, Jim. And he might be calling me, but I'm just going to give it to you as Jim. And a Billy or William Bill name as well.
I have a son, William.
Okay. And also a name of Robert or Bob.
That was his son, yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
William was his dad, too.
Okay. So that would be that. So when I bring through names, most of the time, Linda, it's from Spirit. So I would tell you that there's definitely a William he's with, and then there's a lady that he's with, which I assume was his mother, and I don't know who the M initial is with this person.
Maisie.
Okay, but is his? Oh, stop it! Is your mother grandmother Maisie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you want to hear something totally freaked out?
Okay.
So last night I had a reading with a medium here that I'm working with. She wanted to give me a reading, and she said that my mother's going to come through my dog's name, Maisie.
Really?
So thank you, Linda, for being conduit of that. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Oh, my gosh. You never know how Spirit's going to work. So this Maisie lady here, also, I like her energy. I like how fast she is. I like how sweet she is. And can I just tell you, I see sunflowers with her.
Okay.
I see sunflowers with her. I see her being happy with sunflowers.
Okay.
And I need to tell you that. There's definitely someone passed away with a heart condition.
Yes.
Is that your dad?
My grandmother.
Oh, that's Maisie?
Yes.
Okay. Because definitely the heart condition. I'm getting really like a strong feeling in my heart here. And do you know anything about writing in a magazine or wanting to write an article?
Me particular, yeah.
Okay. There must have been some kind of a thought about it or wanting to do that because she's been trying to help with the writing of an article.
Okay.
And I feel like it's been put off for a while. Yeah? I feel like it's been delayed or put off or I'm not sure about it. And I really want you to do that. I don't know if you ever thought about working in the medical field, the health field at all, or you do work in the health field, but you could because that's the vibration that you have as well.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I like you being a healer. I like you working in the healing field. I like that. And then one more thing. The Midwest comes in very strong here. So there's got to be a tie to a Midwestern part of the country with this lady.
With
Maisie or father or who's from the Midwest?
Yeah, my grandmother came from Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. That's not the Midwest. That's where I am now, actually. How funny.
Oh.
But I see something with the Midwest as far as the middle part of the country. So maybe it's on Mom's side. Not sure.
They come from Czechoslovakia, my mother.
Ah.
And
I
her
don't
family.
know what the Midwest means, but I've seen that. And do you remember ever them getting Look magazine when you were younger?
No.
No. I just the cover of Look magazine.
That's okay.
I have no idea why, but I did. So I'm just going to say to you, if it's going to make sense, if you go into a store once and you look to maybe it's an antique store or you go to some old, nostalgia store and there's just a Look magazine comes in front of you, I want you to look at that magazine, I want you to see what articles are there, and I want you to see what resonates with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
And that's that.
Okay.
There you go, my love.
Thanks
Okay,
so much,
Linda?
James. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. God bless you.
God bless
Thank you, Linda.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, that's amazing about Maisie. Amazing about Maisie.
That is amazing about Maisie, and I'm crying my eyes, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. And, yeah, because, I mean, how rare is that name?
Yeah, really, right? Right?
So, it's
Crazy.
come on. That was last night for dinner. This medium that I'm working with now, who actually brought me to this part of the country to work here, she said, I have to give you a message from your mother. And she said, you're going to hear something from your mother through Maisie, the dog. The name of the dog is going to be something from your mother. So I take that, and I just, smile. And my mother had a wicked sense of humor, so.
Very good. I love it. Okay, should we take another call?
Sure. I should just say, Max, that people also should realize you never get what you want, but you get you don't get what you expect, but you get what you need. Even if it's a spirit that you think you want, it might be someone else that shows up who needs to be healed from the other side.
Yeah, and that happens to me when I do readings a lot. I'm like, I'm sorry,
sure.
but this is what you need to hear. This is what Spirit's telling me you need. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, you just got to give what you get.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to another caller. This is Michelle. Michelle, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good now. How are you?
I'm good, too.
Good. Where are you calling from?
From Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles. Oh, I just left there. Okay.
Did you?
And what's your birth sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, okay, another earth sign. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. I've got a Gemini rising, so it kind of balances things out.
That helps you. That really does help you. Thank God. And what is your moon sign at all?
Sagittarius.
Oh, like me. Thank you. We're fun. Okay, thank you. That helps you. I'm Capricorn rising, so I understand you completely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Capricorns are the sign which rules karma. It's ruled by Saturn, the planet which is about karma. So it's all about when you come in younger, you feel old, and as you get older, you feel younger. And that's what it's all about.
True.
And do you have a sister, by the way?
I do.
So I know that you had to take care of your sister, and I know that you felt like the adult when you were younger with her. And I know you're the responsible one. And I know early on that you were, I don't want to say resentful of that, but it's like, why do I have to be the one always thinking things and being responsible for stuff? You understand that one?
Yes.
And was there a separation between your mother and father?
Yes.
Okay. But they're both still alive?
No, my mother has passed.
Okay. Was this cancer?
No.
Okay. What did she pass with?
Excuse me?
What did she pass?
It was a massive heart problem.
Heart. Okay. So I don't have that. But I do have a lady here with cancer. So I need to find out who this person is with the cancer. Because there's definitely a woman here who dies with a cancerous condition. And it starts off low in the body and then moves up. And I don't know who it is, so we're just going to keep on asking who this is. I feel I'm younger when I'm passing over this way, and I don't feel I'm that old. I do feel I do treatments everywhere. I don't know if this would be friends of yours or a colleague of yours, but I feel it's almost like that generation, if you will. It's on that level. Okay.
Like my generation?
Yeah.
Or
yep, your generation. I don't know if there's a Susan that you would know of. Or Sue, because I feel like I want to give a Sue or Susan to this.
Huh.
So I don't know if you know that. If you don't put this away, because you'll definitely meet someone with this that'll, you'll understand it, or they'll come to you. Maybe you'll meet the mother, or you'll meet someone who knows this person with Susan. Sometimes, if you don't recognize it, sometimes spirits show up to someone else's reading. That does happen. I don't like to make things fit if they don't, but I got to give you what I get, as Max mentioned.
Oh, no, I understand.
Okay. I want to talk about, so your dad's still living, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I got to talk about something that's funny. I don't know what this means, but, oh boy. Has there been problems with either real estate, where he's living, settling him, putting him somewhere, or where he's staying at all?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know, but I don't like the energy around him, if I could say that to you.
Uh-huh.
I don't like certain people around him, and I don't like where your mother's popping in here very quickly. She doesn't like where his rear end is parked.
Where his what is parked?
It's funny how she's saying, like where his rear end is parked.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay, and that's how she's saying this. Your mother, was she a little bit of a hypochondriac at times?
My mother was mentally ill.
Okay. When I get her in here, I feel that this being that I'm picking up, and I'm not picking her up clearly, honey, but I do pick up a lady here who I do believe is your mother, because you've been thinking about her and you've been looking at a picture of hers. I know that, right?
Uh-huh.
I know that you've been looking at a picture of hers. I know it's an old picture of hers. I know you also have a picture of her with a hat on it. Does that make sense? Is she wearing a hat in one of these pictures that you have of hers?
Sort of a hat, yeah.
Okay, like something off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to know that this lady is completely healthy. There is no mental disease in your past and spirit. You're perfect. I do feel with this lady, this was a condition here. And I don't know, but I want to say what could have been treated early on, but in those days they didn't treat it the way they would today.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I also want to ask you, hold on, let me just try to get here. Did she, that sounds weird. Do you ever have any handwriting of your mother's?
I have a book from before the illness really kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, and I have handwriting from after, too.
Because I want to say to you from this lady, the feeling I'm getting from this lady, the impression I'm getting from this lady, is that there are samples of handwriting you have that's different. That's one's very legible, one's understandable, one's very pretty, and then there's another one, I wouldn't even know it's the same person.
I have a book from when she was in college in Paris, and it's a journal from her time there. And after she passed away, I read this book, and I was thinking that I never knew that person.
You never knew who she really was.
I was reading these beautiful words and her beautiful interpretation of her experience in France. I'm like, I really would have liked to have known that person.
Well, I want to tell you, you do know her on a soul level. You definitely know this lady. Maybe not in this lifetime, right? But she's definitely a very sweet woman. When they come back to my consciousness, of the consciousness of the physical world, many times the first thing they remember is the death condition or how they were, because that's the last memory they have of this vibration. So when she comes back to me, many times I'll pick up, death conditions, sicknesses, and so forth. So when she came in, first coming in here, I wasn't clear with her. I wasn't feeling, I was feeling I have everything wrong with me. I'm a little hypochondriac. I have this wrong with me. I'm going to different doctors all the time. I'm going to different places all the time. And this is a feeling that she's giving me. I'm going off this place and that place. And they give me shots of this. They give me pills, pills all over the place. And I just can't keep the pills straight. And I don't know what I'm doing with the pills. And I need help at the end of my life. And I go to a place where they take care of me and this sort of a thing, And I need to ask you, was there a sister of hers that passed over earlier than she did?
No, her sister's still living.
Her sister's still living. She's talking to me about her sister. I don't think it's your sister, honey. I think it's her sister. And there's only one sister, or was there another one?
No, there's just one.
There's just one. You're sure of that? You're 100% sure of that. If you're 100% sure of that. I don't know. I don't know about that, because what I want to say is what she's saying to me is, I've seen my sister. So that could mean to me both things. I'm a Virgo, so of course I'm very analytical.
Right.
So that could mean she's seen her sister over there, or she's seen the sister still here on Earth. So I leave that with you because, I leave that with you because I don't know. Okay.
Right.
She's just giving it to me that way. I've seen my sister.
My sister was very important. I mean, my aunt was very important.
So she's seen her sister, and I will say to you that when she comes back further, because as I talk to you, I ask her for further information to clarify, and she's telling me about something about keeping a tidy house, keeping a very tidy house. And I don't know if they used to work together when they were young girls, or if they had a job together, very young, like teenage, 19, 20 years old. But you don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about them working together.
Okay, find out, would you?
Uh-huh.
I also wanted to find out about the war, and I want to find out about the canteen. And I want to find out about the stamps during the war. This means nothing about my generation. Your generation, you'll have to find this out.
Yeah, well, they escaped from Nazi Germany when they were...
Oh, they did. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I do think that they definitely were working together when they were like 1920. I do think there was some kind of either a factory job or some kind of cleaning houses, but I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that someone in the family made dresses, or dressmaking was very important. I feel like textures are very important. Fabrics are very important. I know that. I know there's a man here with white hair and glasses, like spectacles, I'll call them. Spectacles. That could be their father, but they're spectacles. And I see either white beard with this man and a white hair. And I feel spectacles, and I feel fabric is important. I feel having license is important for something. Having a license for something is important. And you've turned out great. Do you play the piano?
No.
Who has a piano?
Well, I did as a child.
Yeah. He misses
I did
the
as a
piano.
child, and my mother did.
There we go. So she's talking and he's talking together about a piano, and I really miss listening to the piano music in the house. So I don't know when you grew up if you used to hear the music in the piano.
I did. I heard my...
Okay, but she misses hearing that music, and she said your life would be a lot calmer if you had that piano music playing.
That's interesting.
Because your life gets a little out from your hands, and when it gets a little crazy, you're like stressed out sometimes. And it's like if I have this music, I calm myself. I center myself. I'm right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It actually really does.
Now you, my darling, something about going to the doctor coming up? Have you made a medical appointment or a doctor appointment or have to go back for something?
Yeah, knee problems, yeah.
Okay. Because I need to tell you that there's upcoming going to a doctor, and I feel you'll be fine with that. And I don't want you to take it any longer than you need to as far as don't make it worse than it is.
Okay.
Okay? It's going to be a simple thing. It's not going to be as big and elaborate as you think.
Excellent.
Okay? They're not going to chop your legs off. They're not going to do, they're not going to do any of that. It's going to be simple and just make it that way. Don't make it bigger than it is, okay?
Excellent.
All right? And if you can't get that music in your house right away with a piano, I want you to go buy something where you can play a tape or a CD and have it playing.
That's what she used to play Claire de Lune on the piano, and I immediately thought I'd get a DVD or something.
Okay, I'm getting chills from the top of my head to the bottom of my toenails. I'm getting chills, so that's validation right there.
I'll definitely do that.
Thanks. All right, Michelle, I'm going to leave you with that.
Okay,
all right, Linda, should I say. Linda, thank you. Is it Michelle, right?
Michelle, yes.
Yeah, Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. God bless you, sweetheart.
You too. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Now, Max, are you falling asleep when I'm giving readings? What are you doing, Max?
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to make sure that the board stays alive. So
I see that. I know that's what you're doing. I can just feel you like, I got to keep this energy to the board.
Yes. Well, we're going to take another break, and then we'll come back and do a couple more calls. What do you think?
Okay. That sounds fine.
Oh, okay, great. We'll be right back, everyone.
Join VividLife, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Don Miguel Ruiz, Greg Braden, Byron Katie, Doreen Virtue, James Van Praagh, and more at Celebrate Your Life, a powerful life-changing event, November 5th to 8th in Phoenix, Arizona. For more information, please go to vividlife.me. There are plenty of spiritual movies of inspiration and motivation being made, movies with thought-provoking, uplifting stories, but they almost never make their way to your local theater. Spiritual Cinema Circle Monthly DVD Club gives these unique spiritual movies a theater right in your own home. Join Spiritual Cinema Circle Club and receive your first DVD for free. Simply go to VividLifeRadio.com to sign up today.
Okay, we're back on the Magic of Life Radio with the great James Van Praagh. How are you, James? James, are you there? Hello? We seem to have lost James. Okay. I am going to... Oh, hello, are you there?
Yes,
are you there?
Here. Are you still taking a break, or are we back live?
We are back.
Boy, you take short breaks.
I just do what they tell me to do, James.
Okay. Can you hold on 1 second?
No problem. I'm going to, everyone on the show, I just want to tell you that Shane, who runs Vivid Life, Shane and Roseanne, Shane just told me also that the whole Linda reading that we had first with Maisie, with James's dog.
You know, it's very funny. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's funny because
I was just telling. Go ahead.
I was just saying Mercury retrograde just passed, and that was yesterday. It's over. So for those who know about Mercury retrograde, anything that can go wrong will go wrong as far as communication and scheduling and exactly what we've been through with this phone stuff. And with this room they've given me here, as you can imagine, it's just kind of strange. And I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. But the plug is in the middle of the room, so I have to bring the phone over to the middle of the room to plug the coffee maker in. So as I do that, because I was up at 5 o'clock this morning doing another radio show, and that's what my life is like. So,
oh, boy.
Bear with me,
I was
folks.
just telling, no problem. I'll finish the story. That Shane, who runs Vivid Life, and Roseanne, just chatted with me and said that his grandmother is named Maisie, too. So another amazing kind of, there are
amazing Maisie, huh? Amazing Maisie.
Amazing Grace.
Yeah. Now, where are you out of? What city are you out of?
I'm in New York City. I'm right in the middle of. I'm right near Times Square.
Oh my goodness! And you're all over kind of the country with your radio show.
Yeah, I am.
So isn't that wonderful? Touching lives all over the country.
And all over the world too. I have
and all over
a lot
the world.
of people that in Australia and Europe. It's really amazing.
Wow. Well, I want to invite everybody to my website, if you don't mind, which is vanpraagh.com, because we get people from all over the world as well, and we have mediums from all over the world, and it's a great community where we, it's vanpraagh.com, and if you go in there, you can meet a lot of people from your countries, and we talk about spiritual things all the time, and it's a great place to go, but great forum, so people are interested in that. And I go out there a lot and do readings and help people out too. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
There we are.
I have been on your site, and it is really great. It's like something that, personally, I'm like, wow, that's the kind of site that I really eventually want to be doing. So you're doing amazing work.
Thank you. And why aren't you doing that on your website, Max?
Well, it's all in the process.
Okay, good.
Glad
to help. Anything I do to help you, let me know. That'd be glad to help you.
No, thanks, James. I so appreciate that. I've been really guided by amazing people, so it's just been a great ride for me this last year or something. So,
good.
Well,
let me help you out if I can. Okay.
Thanks, James.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we take one more quick caller?
We can take one more quick caller. That's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Why don't we go to Deborah?
Hi.
Deborah, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Deborah.
I feel very honored and blessed to be on this show. Wow. Excited. And I have a question, too.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, I have spirits that come to me, and I was wondering how I can know what they want.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, the best way to deal with spirit as far as communicating with them and as far as asking them what they want or what they're coming for, the easiest way is to go through meditation. And you go into your meditation, whether that's before you go to sleep at night, whether it's during the day. If you can do it at the same time, that would be helpful. And you really ask them. You ask them what do they want. Who is it that's coming around you, and what do they want?
Well, they come, is it the same one? Because I have ones that come different. Like I might be someplace or something, and then somebody's coming.
Well, let me ask you. So let me just say to you, if you can go and think of meditation like opening up a door, and you open up a door, and then when you open up that door, you become very aware of who spirit is, and which spirits are around you, and what their intention is, what they want. That's the way of finding out who they are and what they want, and why are they around you. That's the number one way. Another way you can do it, which is the lazy way, which a lot of people find easier, because everybody wants enlightenment, but they don't do the work, is through the dream state. If you go to sleep at night and you say, please come into my dreams and show me who you are, they will do that. It might not happen right away. It might happen with a week, 2 weeks, but it will happen. That's because you're not in that limiting rational mindset where you're held back, and they can flow through you. So that's also another way. All right?
Okay. And also,
does that help?
Yeah, that'll help.
So try that. But I really want to tell you, I feel you really need meditation. And meditation can help you in many, many ways in life. Not just you find out who spirit is or who's around you, but it really can open you up to that part of yourself which is the truth, which is the knowingness. And so my theory is life is a series of choices, and all choices in life are based upon love or fear. And if you know who you are, truly, you're in tune with that tuning fork, and you're in tune because you've done the work as far as you've gone within, and you know who you are as a soul being, you can make the right choice for you. And that's meditation. That's because in meditation, you learn to know who you are. You use that tuning fork. You make it, you get more in tune.
Okay. Well,
and that's what you need. Because you're an emotional reactor. You react very much with your emotions.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Right.
Yeah.
Can
Are you a Cancer? What's your birth sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, you're a Sag. Okay. So patience. Need to learn patience.
Okay. Awesome. Great. That was great advice there. I so agree. So thank you so much. And do you have anything else, Deborah?
Has anybody come through, I guess?
I don't know if you have a grandmother who's passed over.
Well, I have two that have passed over.
Yeah, I grandmother passed over, but I wanted to say one is closer to you than the other one was.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
I feel like I knew her. The other one didn't know. Either you didn't know the other one, or she was in a different place, or we weren't as close.
Right.
But,
I didn't.
Right?
Okay.
But the one that you do know, and all I'm getting is that this lady who's a grandmother, she wants to be known as, and I want to say that she knew you, and she knows you. And Anna or Ann is significant too, and I don't know what that means. And the month of April is also significant. Don't know what that means.
Okay.
Are you moving somewhere?
No.
Ah. So in April, I want you to see if there's a move somehow. Whether it's business, whether it's living, I don't know. There's a move in April she talked to me about.
In April. Oh.
Some kind of a move. So write that down.
Okay. And does that mean business or something too?
It could be business. It could be home. It could be business. It could be partner moving. It could be moving office. It's a moving location. It's a location movement.
Oh, okay.
I feel good about it. This lady looks up and she puts pigtails, not pigtails, she puts ribbons in her hair. I don't know why, but she's putting a ribbon in your hair. See, I'm going back to when you were a little kid, and I'm putting a ribbon in your hair. I don't even think she did that, but that's what she's showing me she's doing now. How funny.
Awesome. Well, thanks
All right,
so much,
sweetheart.
Deborah.
Okay.
Thanks, Deborah.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
much love to you.
You too. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's great. That's so interesting, James. Before we got you on, my whole kind of beginning of the show was all about meditation, and I agree with you.
Oh, is that right?
100%. Yes, everything was about meditation. I believe that it really is the key. Really is the key.
True.
To connecting and getting out of our mind chatter.
I'm going to do a cheap plug for you, Max. I'm doing a cheap plug. If they go to their website, I have 4 great meditations for different types of things that I've worked on for 10 years with Stephen Halpern, who's a New Age composer, one of the first, actually. And they're great programs, and they have a book inside them, and I guide people through the meditation, and they also write down their experiences, and that's also on my website, vanpraagh.com. Sorry, I have to do a cheap plug. But it's great.
No,
great programs. And meditation, as you know, is so important.
Yes. I did my cheap plug before you came on because I did.
And the thing is, you're such a nice guy. The thing is, people don't realize this, as you probably talked about earlier, the strength of meditation. That really, people need to do that because, no one knows you better than you know yourself. And I talked about this the other night at a lecture. When people through our lives throw things at us, they're often projecting at us. Their own stuff they're projecting toward us. And we tend to live in those projections, those thought forms that they send to us. And we live their lives instead of our own lives, right? Yeah. And so we'll never be happy living somebody else's life if we don't live our own lives. And you can live your own life the more you know yourself. The truer you know yourself, and then you can recognize what's real from the unreal, what's someone else's stuff and what's your own stuff. And through meditation, I find it's the only way to know that, the difference.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we've got to wrap up the show because I'm getting the time. So it's just been so great to have you on the show. And just one more shameless plug for me is that you always can go to my website, angelshearus.com and themagicoflifecoach.com for readings. And I've got lots of articles on vividlife.me, all of that stuff. So I'd love you to listen to the show every week at this same time. And I want to tell you that next week, and James, you'll be interested in this, next month, we are going to try to do a live show from the Mexican Riviera with Lisa Williams.
Wow, that sounds fabulous when she's on her ship.
Yeah, when she's on the ship, I'm going to be going on there. She's a great friend to me, so we're going to try to do it live.
She's a great lady.
Great person. So next month we're going to have that. And then, James, your next
Am I coming back?
Yes, I'll have you on anytime, James.
I'm just joking.
I'll have you on anytime.
Thank
you. Your Celebrate Your Life is, what's the dates again?
That's November, and the next weekend I'll be in Torrington, Connecticut, and I'll be doing work, doing several hours worth of readings in a place called Torrington, Connecticut, which is in Connecticut. It's north of Greenwich, and the details are on my website and the calendar page, vanpraagh.com. So there are plenty of tickets left, and it's bound to be an interesting evening.
That sounds great. Hey, maybe I'm very close. Maybe I'll take a train up there.
That would be great. That would be wonderful. If you want to do your show, you can. We can do it something earlier or something. And you can record it or something. I don't know. Whatever works for you.
That sounds great, James. I'm so appreciative of your time. I know you're busy and just your good heart, your big heart. It really is refreshing. Thank you.
Thanks,
so
Max.
much.
Back at you. Thank you. Thank you to
Okay.
everyone listening. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye-bye. God bless
sorry to all
you.
the callers. Okay, much love to you. Sorry
Much
to all the
love.
callers. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
See you next week. I pray that love will guide you until we speak again, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Blog Talk Radio, where millions of hosts and listeners gather.